Hey guys, welcome back to another monster video. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about what monsters are actually worth investing in this era. The era is coming to an end. Today's like literally the last day, and I wanted to make a video on what you should invest your Corellias on. What monsters actually worth, spending all those Corellias and investing on those monsters, ranking them up, and which monsters are actually just worth getting in this era since it ended. So I hope you guys are excited to. If you are, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, it's going to get started. Now they went ahead and released a good amount of monsters this, era, but the thing is, not many of them were great. All right, I'll go ahead and let you guys know, especially trait wise. I've actually noticed that. I'm not sure if you guys actually noticed it, but trait wise, most of these monsters suck. Seriously. So as you guys can see, it is the last day of the Abyssal era. So yeah, anyways, here's what we're gonna do. Take me there. All right, all these pop-ups, man. Now the thing is, the reason why I'm actually getting all these pop-ups is because I had to re-download the game because they keep removing the game every time there's a new update. They keep removing it from the BlueStacks app store, so you have to delete the whole BlueStacks and reinstall it, which sucks. But anyways, now that we got everything settled, let's head over to the monstergram. I'll show you guys. They actually released so many. You to see all these monsters, but not all of them are great. First of all, let's start off with Ancestrals, because Ancestrals are technically monsters that they released this era, so we might as well go ahead and cover this as well. The only two that are actually worth investing in would be these two, Terran and Iron Wings. These two right here, these are the only two that are actually really good. Now Rober is decent. No, actually, let me not use the word decent. Pretty bad in my opinion. Now I'm personally not a huge fan. I personally don't like the nature, the nature, whatchamacallit, element. But honestly, the monster is just not worth investing in. If you get it, cool. You can probably rank it up, but like take your time. I wouldn't really rush it. But these two monsters, yeah, you want to go ahead and spend all your, cells or whatever it is. Not money, but like if you want to spend money, sure. These monsters are actually worth it if you want to invest money in. This is like literally the best attacker in my opinion right now in the game. And then this, probably the best denier arguably in the game as well. So really good monsters. But anyways, let's start off with this. Duke of Atlantis sucks. You don't want to invest in this. If you do get it, cool. Take your time ranking it up. It's not worth rushing. Dharma and Santa. Now, the only reason why like you'd invest in this monster would be maybe if you're missing, let's say, the original Dharma, because the original Dharma is like 2 times better in my opinion. Although the Dharma Santa does have an NER skill and this one's missing, keep in mind this monster can hold talents. Since it's from Galactic Era, it could hold in like Caradore's Horn or R's Cape, so it could remove tortures and stuff. Especially Caradore's Horn, like literally the best talent to give to this monster. That's what makes this monster so good, from being in the Galactic Era, being able to hold that talent, and also having access to triple damage and all that. So it's literally the same monster. It's like a copy and paste, except the only difference is this monster has an NER skill, but that it just removes negative status effects to one ally, and it doesn't, I'm pretty sure it doesn't even like it doesn't even give what is it, it doesn't even give any damage boosts or doesn't have any other benefits besides that. But yeah, it's literally copy and paste, I would say. So if you have the original Darman here, if you have this one, I would invest in this one, rather than this one. So take care of that one first. But this one's not bad too, Teres, this monster sucks. So Duke of Atlantis and Teres, they both suck. Just if you want to invest in it, take your time. You don't gotta rush anything. Pickin's okay. Now this monster used to be really good when it first got released because of like the stat difference. People were using it in like Team Wars defense, especially with the talents, like not talents, relics. The sword. There was a supremacy sword, right? That's what it's called. And then there's also the other armor or whatever it is that he has as a relic slot. Players were actually using it for Team Wars defense, and it was actually kind of nice. But I feel like it's not a good monster to invest in for the long run. So Azajan is a decent tank, like a taunt category. This monster's just quite alright, but there's a better option, and that's Shadow Mortal. I like this one more because of the damage section it provides. Besides that, Cleric Claus is actually not bad. She's okay, I would say. So if you need a denier that also comes with some tortures and stuff, this one's just not bad. You know what I mean? If you want to invest in it. Not really a huge fan of this, to be honest. Again, what I've noticed with all these monsters, or most of them, is that their traits suck. That's what makes these monsters like not as powerful or as meta compared to these other ones. Like Galactic Monsters, look at Lumina, starting away, right? Like the first monster they released for the era has anticipation, has, you know, control, like immune to possession, control immunity here, and look, immune to control right here, and then positive stat effects area random, which is really nice. And then they ended up releasing Abyssal, which also has the area random positives for Team Wars. Hard Piker with Pierce, although that Pierce isn't really the best, but Cannon 11, you know, really good in terms of traits. This monster with dodge areas and stuff, Fropsy, and then they ended up releasing like a Pierce monster. That's something they didn't do with this era. They took it really lightly with this specific era. So hopefully the next one's actually better. Raid-Osama also sucks. I'm not really a huge fan of Raid-Osama. I feel like there's just better light and metal attackers out there, you know what I mean? Coral, there's better attackers in that one too. Jingle Hells is just complete garbage. I wouldn't invest in that. Loronian, no. Well, the metal, you can use it probably as an attacker for Team Wars against... Honestly, I don't think many people actually run it, but he can be used for Team Wars. Like an attack, maybe against a defense with like light monsters, because it's metal. You can actually pack a punch with those metal skills against those light monsters, but not a good monster to invest in for the long run, I would say. But he's okay. Now Malzerk is actually one of the best attackers to actually invest in for this era. Cold Blood, Mechanical Hater, and True Vision is just so good altogether. So Malzerk is pretty good. Corey just crossed us off too, not really that good. Rebel crossed that off. King Darion, same thing, honestly, I'm not really a huge fan. Alchemistic, no. Now, most of these monsters will be good for beginners, I would say. So, let's say if you're starting off, you've got maybe a couple of monsters, let's say, right now, right? This is the truth. Let's say you're a starter right now, you have one of these monsters here, or a few of them, right? And you really like using them because they're so good for your team. That's because you don't have access to some of these other monsters that are even way better. Like they're like up here, but you don't have your hands on them. That's why these monsters are like helpful, and you find them so amazing, you know what I mean? They're really good in your team. Yeah, any monster, I've mentioned this multiple times in the past, any monster that you obtain if you're a beginner will help you out, and it will be your favorite. But later on, if you could get your hands on the, you know, top tier monsters, then you're going to be like, oh, let me use this one instead of what I used to use in the past. Like, for example, I'm sure many of you guys out there right now watching this have Alchemistic. You're probably still running Alchemistic, and you're like, this monster is so good and stuff. It was a free PvP monster, obviously, but you don't have your hands on, let's say, Malzerk. If you had your hands on Malzerk, you would use Malzerk. Although there's two different categories, I understand that. Like, Alchemistic is a denier, Malzerk is an attacker. But let's say we compare Alchemistic with another denier from Galactic Era. Let's say a really good denier. Let's see, did he? Robotito, that's not a denier. Where do we have any good deniers from here? And maybe we can go and check. Let me see. Blossom, maybe Blossom had. Did Blossom have any good deniers? Am I? Oh wow. Okay, let's compare attackers. Okay, let's compare attackers. I feel like that would be a lot easier because every era has attackers. Okay, let's say you had your hands on Picken, right? Picken was a free PvP monster. Let's say you compare that to Malzerk and Paywall. If you had your hands on Malzerk, obviously you would use Malzerk over Picken because Malzerk is like literally 5 times better than Picken. Trait-wise, you know, you have Cold Blood, Mechanical Hater, True Vision. This monster has what? Area Shock, really? Immune to Daze, Immune to Sun, and just in terms of like power in general as well. So you get the point, right? So I don't mean to like hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that. I'm just trying to provide as much as possible to you guys, like give you guys the right feedback. So don't mean to really hurt anybody's feelings with this video. Anyways, Gaspagor, this monster sucks. Cross it out. Turtle, yeah, this one. See, look, I'm being fair too here. Turtle, you know, monster's good, and it was a free to play monster. What was it? I think it was released on PvP, right? It was a PvP monster. So yeah, see, I'm not biased or anything. Like this monster, it was a free monster. So yeah, I'll give it to you. You know, if the monster is good, I'll tell you it's good. But if the monster sucks, I'm sorry, it sucks. Servialzo, this monster sucks. I'm not really a huge fan of Servialzo. Zero Zone is okay as a denier, I would say. I feel like Zero Zone is better than Alchemistic, I would say, slightly. I just like freezing abilities more than stun, to be honest. But again, they both need monsters that would open up their path for them. You know what I mean? So anyway, Scat Gold, you know, Scat Gold, yes, 100% worth investing in. This is literally the best attacker slash tank that you could invest in. I would say probably the best monster to actually invest in, besides maybe Malzerk here in this era. So This was probably the best one that they actually released. What do you guys think? Did they release anything better than that? Let me see. I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, there's Ion V2. Ion V2 is kind of nice too, but I like Sky Cold more since it provides more. Like, you could use it as a hybrid, attacker or tank. Blackberry's not worth investing in. Blaster Kong, not. Nope. Nope. Operator, no. Root Horn, nah, really, to be honest. Deep Doom as well, not really a huge fan. Roreth, I have it at rank 4 and I don't like it. Love Struck is one of the worst they released. Surgeon is actually good. Surgeon is surprisingly good. So this one, if you could get your hands on it, it's a good monster, okay, Surgeon. This one, not so much, unfortunately. Alenia, nope. Oh yeah, no, definitely not. Ahmed Hoyt, no. Liza, or is it Liza? Liza, same thing. This one, I like the metal skills that she has, but other than that, I mean, as a free-to-play monster, it's good. It's alright, let's say. It can compete with some meta monsters out there, but there's better attackers to invest in. Like, if you could get your hands on Malzerk or Serginia, go with those, you know, rather than Liza. But anyways, this one, no. I don't know why teams actually pushed for this monster. Like, I know, wait, I think it was Champs, right? Was it Champs or AB Racers that won for like close to 300 laps? Was it for this race? I think it was. It's crazy. Monster wasn't even worth. No. Hurt area metal weakness. I like the area metal weakness, but that's about it, really. You know what? I don't know if I did a review on Hurt Navore. Have I? Actually, now that I think about it, I have done a review, and this was the Bounty Hunt exclusive monster. This one's actually not bad. I actually like this one because it has 2 massive damage skills. One of them is a magic, the other one is metal. If I remember correctly, they cost the same amount. And another thing is, the area metal weakness also makes it kind of nice. So I would say it's a good attacker to invest in. He also has some torture skills. If I remember correctly, it was like Curse with Bane or something. But those, I don't think it comes actually with like the damage, except the magic one does. Not the massive. It has like a low or moderate damaging skill that actually comes with that. But it's a good monster, like a good attacker to invest in, I would say. But if I had to choose between Hurtnavore and Malzerk, I would go with Malzerk, obviously, because Malzerk has access to I believe double damage, and also another thing is Cold Blood. Cold Blood makes it really nice, you know, and Mechanical Hider, sure. This one, no. Well, I mean, he has the taunt and damage tech. Actually, no, wait, hold on. Taunt and damage protection actually goes well together. But here's the thing, I haven't actually done my review on this, so I'm not going to give my input. But the trait here actually is nice altogether. So he basically has almost the same exact trait as, I would say, maybe Turtle Myrtle, right? Yeah. Although I like the other one's trait more than Turtle Myrtle, because I'd rather take, for example, the immune to harden, I think it was, or something, or tough, over the immune to burning. So yeah, in terms of traits, I actually like this one. I might actually do my review very soon. I would say trait wise it's actually good to invest in. I'll have to see the skills. And it's actually in, oh, it's in the C book. Another monster that's actually in the C book is Sky Cold, right? No? Oh, it's in the winter book. Okay, never mind, I'm off. So yeah, I like the fact that it's actually in the C book then, since Sky Cold isn't there. You might want to tank like this. If you want to invest in it, you can. Queen Thalassa is actually not bad, although it's not as OP as a War Master Thalassa, but something to, you know, I guess, have your hands on. Princess Ball, no, there's better attackers out there. This one, it's a tank, it's a taunt monster, but it's a status cluster taunt, so it's up to you if you want to invest in that. If you, let's say for the dark category, if you have access to the Walking Dead tank, what is it, Negan or something? If you have access to that, I would say keep that and not invest in this one. But it's up to you. This one's optional, I would say. I personally wouldn't fight. If it, like me personally, I wouldn't. But if it's you, you could do you. You know what I mean? There's just other monsters I gotta take care of first before I do something like that. This one, not really. No, that was a PvP monster too. Pralka is actually not bad. I do like Pralka, and I think Pralka can be used in Team Wars or PvP because of the triple damage that she provides. So she's a good one. This one. Now, actually, this was the one that I didn't do a review on, but I did do an analysis on it. Here's the thing with this monster. I would say if you want to pick it up and maybe pair it up with the new upcoming Ancestral monster, because that one, you know, it's good to pair it up with monsters that actually apply tortures, and this is a monster that actually applies tortures even with a status caster. So it would be a good pair up, although there's also other options like Volcanics, Teddy Bomb, and much more. But something to keep in mind, if you want to pick it up and do that, you can. Ion V2 is actually really good. I really like Ion V2. Has you know, damage boost skills, area random hater, and also immune to control, this could be a good like defense monster or even for offense. So good monster, definitely one of the best to invest in. Wooder is actually quite underrated. I like the fact that this monster has access to anticipation, danger detection, and random torture. It goes so well together. I believe this monster also has access to many other torture skills as a skill, so I would actually invest in it if I were you. So these two right here are good. Tano Kahaku, not really a huge fan. Oh, I haven't done my review on this one, so I'm not going to give my input on that. But Z Parks, no, not really the best. Offlow, not really that good. I've done my review on both of them already. Max Shroom, on the other hand, I've already done my review on this one, and he just has normal taunt. So it's just like one of those normal taunt monsters. Not the best, really. Not a must-have. There's better monsters to invest in. Varimamu and Millinaut. Millinaut's actually quite alright. Here's the thing. It's not broken. It's not like a must-have. But if you do end up obtaining him, sure, you can go ahead and rank him up. He has, you know, access to True Vision, Mechanical Hater, which can be nice for Team Wars. But anyways, the best monsters overall, like must rank, would be Skycold and Mauser, in my opinion. I think those two monsters are like must ranks. And then later on, obviously, the ones I put my input on, you can take care of those too. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's monster video. Let me check to see how much I actually have. I have 12k, so I can basically rank up one monster from rank 0 to rank 5. Get it, you know, maxed out straight away. Whatever I want to max out. I might actually invest in Skycold though. I think Skycold would be something to, you know, invest in. Also have Gravitron, maybe Gravitron 2 for Team Wars. I do like the status catcher, but for now I think what I'll do is just rank up this monster, get it to 150, and oh, there's a monster week going on. I would say I probably have the same exact opinion about the monsters from the last monster week video that I did. So if you want to check out my most recent monster week video on which monsters are like worth investing in, like which ones are the best, check out that video, I would say. So get the most recent video, get my thoughts from that, you know what I mean? And if you are interested in maxing out any of them or picking them up, actually, you do that. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what monsters you guys will be ranking up or, you know, picking up soon after watching this video. But that's going to be pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.